8 episodes. I truly enjoyed it. We work hard, we play hard. Like, first of all, they're 100% in a long distance marriage. And I'm like, ooh, how's that gonna work? But I think it does work for them because Ashanti is just as busy as Nelly. Like, she has business and movies and her music, and her mom works for her family works for her. Like, she got an empire just like Nelly, and it seemed like they're figuring it out, but they understand, like, we love each other and we want to be together. And I think Nelly keeps reminding us, like, we are different. Like, we grew up different. Our values are different. But you can see them really trying to work on their relationship and trying to understand each other. Now, Ashanti silence and how she doesn't say much, and I just think maybe I'm just a loud ass black woman, but that in me is like, Ashanti, express yourself. Tell me how you really feel. I feel like her mom is kind of like her mouthpiece. Let's get right into the episode. So Nelly lets Ashanti know, like, hey, I'm really thinking about doing the inauguration. Like, no one has ever invited me to perform. This is the first time. So he's so excited about it. This don't have nothing to do with the campaign. Donald Trump has won the election, and I just want to perform for the president, and I see a lot of opportunity with this, and I'm pretty sure that bag was bagging. I wish he would really let us know how much he got so I can be on his side. But anyway, I digress. He is really telling Ashanti, like, pretty much like, I'm doing it. Like, this is a great opportunity. He talks about, his family serving in the military, and I'm not judging, right? I'm just telling y'all what happened on the show. And when I tell you, you can look at Ashanti's face. And I know, Ashanti, you say you don't talk about politics, and I respect you, but you don't talk about a lot of things. Like, Ashanti is so, that's why I think a lot of people were surprised that she did a reality show, because she's just so quiet and meek, and I'm just gonna do my thing and I'm gonna exit left. Well, I was just like so curious, like, how do you really feel? But you can look on her face and see, like, Ninja, you serious or are you playing? And Nelly, is explaining why he wants to do it. But Ashanti don't like it. She's not down with it. She's like, you know what? The world is different. People have so many opinions. I don't want to deal with it. So Ashanti mom comes over. So she's telling her mom, like, Big Head got invited to perform at Trump's inauguration. Like, her mom, like, are you serious? And Shanti was like, yes. Like, her mom knew something was up, because, like I said, you can look at Ashanti's face and see the disappointment on her face. And so they're just trying to navigate, like, it looks like he's gonna do it. Like, 99.99% he's gonna do it. How are we gonna figure this out? And of course, like, Ashanti's been saying, like, I don't get into politics. It's just not my thing. And her mom, like, no, you really need, like, you're not a girlfriend anymore. Like, you're a wife. Like, how do you feel about it's okay to let us know how you feel. And Ashanti just like, nah, I'm not gonna give that to y'all. At the end of the day, she tried to tell her mom, like, Nelly is looking at the opportunity. To me personally, I think he was being selfish, and that bag was really big. I really didn't want to know what that bag looked like. And so they're trying to navigate it. So of course, I'm not sure if Nelly heard them, like, talking about it. Ashanti mom talks about her dad was part of the civil rights movement, and they was passionate about it, and she was so proud of her dad. And Ashanti was like looking at her mom like, I know, but at the end of the day, like, he's looking at this as an opportunity. So Nelly walks in and he looks at Ashanti, because I guess he can feel the tension. He was already talking crap about, like, how he have people's back. Like, what does this have to do with politics? Like, Trump already won. So, he's been trying to prove to us, like, why it's okay for him to perform. So he just comes in and tell Ashanti and her mom, like, hey, guys, I decided I'm going to do the inauguration. Ashanti is mean mugging him. And then he walks away and, like, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. And Ashanti mom is looking at her like, it's a big deal. So Nelly decides to do the inauguration. He goes, he performs, and then he's coming back and he got to deal with Ashanti. And he was like, a lot of his family members didn't agree with him doing the inauguration. So he was like, you know what? I got to deal with my wife. So Ashanti is just sitting there just smiling like, mm-hmm. You didn't think that the folks was gonna drag your ass. That's the way she's looking at him. Like they drug us. Not only you, but me and baby KK. Like the people is coming after us. Like you ain't think that was gonna happen. Nelly was like, oh my God, Ashanti. Like I didn't think. Like I have thick skin, but to bring you into it, Ashanti, like I haven't said a word. Like I'm mute. I don't talk about politics. I don't tell people what my beliefs are. Like I just come, do what I need to do, and I dip out. I don't get involved with all that mess. And so he's looking at her, kind of like disappointed. But I have to say this thing about Nelly. He always gonna throw in like, you know, I did this with a purpose. Just smiling. I ain't do it for nothing. So he's trying to tell Ashanti, other HBCU bands there, like they were there. I would love to have the opportunity to speak to them and really know what they was thinking. And then he talked about it was so diverse. It was so many group of people there. And then I got an opportunity to really, highlight St. Louis and the things that I'm passionate about. And I was able to meet organization. Baby, I do things with a purpose. And she's still looking at him like, nah, at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say. You didn't think this thing was going to backfire on you. Like, they dragged me into it. So you can see the little hurt on his face. Like, this doesn't only affect me, it affects both of us. And hello, Nelly. I've been trying to figure that out. Like, watching them, like, yes, they have so many highs. They do. Like, but they're still trying to navigate their life. And I'm just like, Nelly, don't be selfish. Like, Ashanti has been agreeing to be in St. Louis and you have compromised to be in New York. But I just felt like sometimes he would just be so selfish, even with like the baby. Like, he feel like, oh, I'll just show up in the baby's life when he's like 6. Let the nanny handle everything else. And Ashanti wants to be hands on. And she was like, how can you just sleep when you hear this baby crying? Like, you don't even get up. But I do feel like the inauguration, like, kind of woke him up like, damn, it is us. And he been saying that, but I think this is the first time he was like, damn, like, she really didn't even agree with me doing the inauguration and she get caught up in my mess. And I just think that that's unfair. Working hard and playing hard, it looks like it works for them. But I do think like something about like having a partnership with you no matter what. Like when the baby is crying, to have a husband that gets up and want to like see you sleep in and enjoy your day. Like it's almost like being present in the moment. And that's the thing about Ashanti and Nelly that I hope that they'll be more comfortable when their life kind of slows down. And they do have to have moments of silence where, what I'm saying, they just watching, they kids enjoy each other, have a movie night and wake up the next morning and don't have to catch a flight and just spend time with each other, because it just seemed like that's the part that they're figuring out. And I know it'll come to that. But yeah, I really enjoy Nelly and Ashanti, We Belongs Together. Like I said, you really get to see them navigate their relationship. They are the definition of work hard, play harder. But overall, great, great season. I'm pretty sure we'll see a second season, probably of them actually having their wedding, which I think will be cool. But yeah, guys, I have so much content on my channel, and while you're here, I need you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.